Now moving on to Abia State, where the Governor Alex Otti has inaugurated a new transport hub in Umuahia, with Governor Alex Otti describing it as a symbol of a new Abia. The governor also named the facility after Professor Nnenna Otti, citing her role during the 2023 governorship election. Nnenna Gabriel reports.
This is Umuahia Central Bus Terminal. It is situated at the popular Isi Gate. The facility, which can accommodate more than 340 buses at once, is expected to improve transportation, reduce traffic congestion, and boost commercial activities in the state capital.
It reflects our collective determination to build a transport system that is efficient, organized, environmentally friendly, and worthy of a modern and progressive state.
Governor Otti says the terminal is part of a broader transport reform program that includes electric buses, bus shelters, traffic management systems, and road upgrades across the state. He disclosed that the terminal was named after Professor Nnenna Otti in recognition of what he described as her courage and integrity during the 2023 governorship election.
What we have gathered to commission is a facility that embodies our resolute commitment to environmental sustainability, service efficiency, and the dignity of man. May I also inform us that this giant structure is not a standalone isolated project. It is connected to the junction improvement work. We have named this gigantic structure after Professor Nnenna Otti, but in honor and remembrance of your collective forthrightness and patriotism.
On her part, Professor Nnenna Otti emphasized the importance of truth, accountability, and responsible leadership.
I stood, I still stand, I will continue to stand on my roots. Voice must count.
The governor also commissioned other road projects in the state to mark his third year in office.
With the commissioning of this Umuahia Central Bus Terminal, traffic management would be enhanced, and it will position the state as a model for functional transport system. Nnenna Gabriel, TVC News, Umuahia, Abia State.
Nnenna Gabriel joins me on this from state. Nnenna, Governor Otti has described this terminal as a symbol of new Abia. What more do we know about this facility?
Okay, so this would be the first of its kind, in Umuahia, where we would have a coordinated bus terminal. And this facility is a modern one. It is going to complement the electric buses that are flying in the state right now. Last time, the governor introduced electric buses in the state, and about 20 of them are already on the road. So this terminal is going to be housing these buses amongst other vehicles. And, with this terminal, movements will be easy. There wouldn't be any traffic congestion, and everything about transport system in Abia is now coordinated. So with the commissioning of this project, Umuahia is witnessing, a new redefinition of, a transport system.
So the decision to name the terminal after Nnenna Otti has also generated attention, particularly because of our role during the 2023 governorship election, as the governor said. But what reactions are stakeholders expressing about the naming, and what message does the governor appear to be sending through that decision?
Okay, during the commissioning, it was all cheers. We needed to see how the woman was being cheered on. I believe the stakeholders are saying that this is the right step in the right direction. With the governor naming this bus terminal after Professor Nnenna Otti, it means that he really wants to reward integrity. He wants to reward courage. He wants to reward firmness. During the 2023 election, the woman was the INEC returning officer that produced Governor Alex Otti. The woman stood firm. She didn't shake. According to her, she said she was offered a lot of things. She was intimidated, but she stood her ground. So the governor tried to name the bus terminal after Professor Otti to let others know that there is reward for such an integrity, such a courage as exhibited by Professor Nenoti. So it is a right step in the right direction.
Right. And then Gabriel, thank you so much for the update. Thank you. Right. So we have a new Abia, as mentioned in the bus terminal, which definitely, regardless of whether it's named after any singular person, any individual rather, it's for the benefit of the majority.
Absolutely. It makes life easier and commuting easier when you have a place that everyone can go to. If you want to get a bus to different parts of the country, right, you can just go there instead of going to different parts that are quite disorganized. Absolutely. But for me, what is even more important is that transportation is very critical to security. And for government to just let anybody handle that it's not a wise thing to do. Absolutely. State governments now have to start taking charge of the transportation sectors to ensure that security is also under control. Absolutely.
In Edo State, we also see that Governor Paolo also, anticipated the completion of the Ramat Park flyover bridge. So these are infrastructure that are people-centric, which definitely will be to the benefit of the majority. Absolutely. For those who have been to Edo State, Ramat Park is one of the most rowdy places in the state. Traffic there, sometimes it can be stuck. So to have that flyover, I mean, it does really ease movement, and I'm sure very, very easy for people. And I'm sure that a lot of people cannot wait for that to be completed. Absolutely. Thank you, Precious. All right, thank you, Ibrahim, for news from the States and the brilliant conversations with our reporters. That's it on news, TVC News this hour. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website, www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on our social media handles. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. Now remember, we also have updates for you on WhatsApp and Telegram at TVC News Nigeria, on YouTube or live at TVC News Nigeria. I am Precious Amayu. Thanks for watching. Coming up next is Business Nigeria, and right after that, I'll be back at 3 p.m. with What Now.